Hey, welcome back to Star Technology, where in the last video, we made this large chemical reactor so that we could get flux dust and make a flux network. So that's kind of going to solve a lot of our power problems for a while, and I've also been fiddling with the flux stuff a little bit on my own, because you guys told me that the flux network itself doesn't need the flux controller, but the flux controller can set up wireless charging. So I've just got this set up so that it charges most things in my inventory, and it means then, right now, it just keeps my jet boots fully charged. And it charges them pretty quickly, but I don't need to keep stopping off over here to refill it anymore. Anyway, some other random advice. I was talking about how generating all this lava and generating all the cobblestone was kind of a pain. I think the lava is probably going to have to stay the same until I can get essence burning going. But generating all the cobblestone, I've been told about the infinity cobblestone cell. It's literally just infinite cobblestone, and it's really cheap. Same with the one for water, although I'm not exactly lacking water. I have about 10,000 buckets of it. I get so much residual water from clay electrolysis, so I don't have to worry about an infinite of that. But the cobblestone could work, and that could solve a lot of my cobble gen problems, although right now they're pretty much solved. If I want the sieves going much faster, I'm going to need more cobblestone generation. And if I just have the ME system pumping into the forge hammers constantly, it would be a lot faster. I don't know, that's something for a different time. I've got a different plan for this video. So in the last video, we got the large chemical reactor, which is at the end of some pretty hefty quest chains that I probably should have had done now for a while. It's just they're all locked behind this advanced prospector, so none of them have been triggering. So that's the first plan for this video. I want to fix up this quest line, because it's a bit much for me to just do on my own. And in the middle of that quest line is the cracker. And the cracker is another thing that I've been meaning to get for a while. And I forget exactly how the cracker helps, but I can use it to get helium. Oh no, it was another distillation tower? Ah. Right, I get it through the gas. Yeah, refinery gas gives me the helium. They all give the same amount of helium. I'll just go with normal refinery gas. So I might need to make another distillation tower for that as well. But helium is going to be extremely important going forwards, because that's the main thing to make the blast furnaces go quicker for some of the future materials. Anyway, this is all just going to be one big long chain of things to do. Starting with this advanced prospector. And I can probably get this pretty quickly. Nothing seems too out of my way. The energium crystal, I can do that. I've only got 3 energium dust. I can make more easily. In the mixer. Then I put 9 in the autoclave, and that makes the crystal. Next, the computer monitor. And this is not that hard at all. How do I get a glass pane? Just cut glass. I might even have some. Nope, but I've got a recipe already. I just stick all of this in the assembler. And that's the monitor. Now I just need the HV sensor and the HV emitter. Try the emitter, because that one's probably easier. All I'm missing is chromium rods. And there we go. And then last I need the HV sensor, which is also pretty easy. Just need a couple more chromium rods. And there we go. So now I just craft the residual circuits and stainless steel plates. There we go, there's the advanced prospector. So with this, not enough energy? How do I give it energy? Clearly it doesn't get charged by the flux controller. I'm not sure how to use this thing, but to my knowledge I don't need to. I mean, if I've been drilling fluid fine without the use of the advanced prospector, then yeah. But if I could get it working, it could give me some useful information. Either way, I can keep going without it. Next, I just need to get the drilling rig controller for the quest. Then I need a bucket of... Oh, I don't need the bucket of oil. I can just tell it that I've done it. Then the distillation tower. I kind of want to make another one. Yeah, because I'm going to need a second one for the helium. Screw it. Just got to wait on some EV circuits. And there we go. There's another distillation tower control block. Then desulfurization... I think I know what that is. I think that's when I put the sulfurized stuff through the chemical reactor. It's probably a better machine to do that, but whatever. Then there's the cracker. And the cracker, it looks a lot simpler than I think it probably is, but I can make it. There we go, cracker. The control block is the easy part. Now I've got to make the multi-block. Although this doesn't actually look that bad. There's all the ports and things, sure. And I've got a bunch of spare Canthal coils. And I know it works with other coils because it says a different coil makes it more efficient. And just a bunch of these stainless steel casings. Yeah, this is an easy multi-block. But I'm going to worry about that in a minute. I'm still going to try and finish this quest line. Oil byproducts, I think I know about that by now. I'm getting these buckets of liquid things. Did I have silicon rubber? Yes. I'll get the bucket for the quest and put it back. Then bucket of chloroform and fluorine. Fluorine I don't actually need the bucket for, I just tick it. Same with chloroform. The hydrofluoric acid, I do need a bucket of that. That's not that hard. Tetrafluoroethylene, don't need a bucket for that. Polytetrafluoroethylene I do, but I've got a lot of spare. And then just pick up the control block for the large chemical reactor, and that's that. That's the quest line back up to date. So I made that comment on the end screen of the last video that I hadn't done a quest in a while. I was doing quests, they just weren't available yet. Right, so now, to try and get that helium production. Or I guess just the gas refining. Refining? Refining. And the refinery. Yeah. So to get the refinery gas, I just need sulfuric gas and hydrogen in the chemical reactor. I think I'll just make another machine and stick it on the side here or something. I don't know. I didn't plan for this in advance, so I don't have a clean spot for it. Oh, how many machines am I actually going to need? Because I'm going to need the distillation tower as well. And it needs 5 ports on it. I'm pretty sure all of these can just come straight into the ME system and I'll be fine. And then I think all of these... maybe not all of the distilleries, but this machine gets replaced by a cracker. And the cracker is reasonably big. So I might still have to move a lot of this. I'll worry about that once I've got all the machines. Actually, I don't think I need to make a new chemical reactor to desulfurize the gas. So I can just take this one. So then I'll make that cracker first. So I just need all of the hatches, as per usual. No output bus though, just an input bus. I need a new maintenance hatch, and a muffler hatch, and then 2 EV energy hatches, and 16 Canthal coils, and 18 stainless steel casings. I already have 8, so I need another 10. And the energy hatches are pretty close to done. There we go. That should be all the stuff I need for the cracker. Now to put it in place. And I'm gonna have to move a lot of this stuff. So I've got myself a bit more space here. Now to build up the multi-block. I think I'll put the output hatch there. And the input hatch, put it there. No, I'd want to put it around the back for access to the reactor that I'm using for the desulfurization. Assuming I even put that machine around the back here. But the input bus also needs access for the pattern provider. I could have a second bus, or hatch rather. They wouldn't even need to be distinct. I'll just have them both on the one side for now and I'll fiddle with it later. The input bus I'll go put over there. It doesn't really matter where this goes because it just serves to have the circuit in it. And then the energy hatch, I can also put that here. Yeah, because I can probably just use the enderium, pipe it straight over. Okay, I'm gonna have to move this energy converter. It's gonna shut down a lot of the rest of the plant, but it'll work for now. Right, energy hatch is there. And then the rest of it with casings. There we go. Cracker. You know, I think I'm gonna move all of these input hatches to the back, because I don't know how I'm gonna be able to pipe to the front. There. That'll work. And I can stick some machines back here. Alright, so I can start reconnecting a bunch of this, because I can put the desulfurizer there. Actually, no. I'll put the desulfurizing chemical reactor there, and the fluid heater there. Actually, move them back a bit, so that I don't get the interference here for the steam. And pattern provider there. And I don't remember where this input bus goes. I'll get back to that. Right, I can connect the naphtha back into here. And I need a bucket of water. That goes in there. Just need to cable that back in. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. this doesn't pipe steam into the chemical reactor, it pumps it into the cracker to steam crack things. I need this exporter on hydrogen. That's what goes in the other machine. Alright, so I can pump all of that spare sulfuric naphtha in. Oh, right, and I still need to put power in here. Maybe I can do the power around this way? This is going to start getting weird. Because I need to leave this bit open for the Enderium wires. Speaking of which, I do have them now. I think... Oh, I barely have enough. Okay, now there's power in the cracker. I need a different input hatch here. Trying to do too many things simultaneously. There, quadruple input hatch. That goes there. Now, I have a very dumb idea for how to connect the power here. It's going to be a little bit zigzaggy, but I can just connect this through like that. Then the energy converter goes there with a flux point on it. Okay, and now all the machines are running. I don't have enough naphtha in there, but the cracker should be cracking the heavy fuel right now. Oh, maintenance hatch. That'll fix that. There we go. So that's cracking the heavy fuel. That's getting this distillery back going. So I should be able to keep making refined fuel now. Good. I think I now have the cracker all set up. I'm just waiting on a bunch more naphtha to check that out. And yeah, the rest of these machines are all fine. I'm just concerned about a couple of these other things that I have that aren't being used anymore. Oh wow, I'm getting a lot of lightly steam-cracked heavy fuel now. The distillery can't keep up. Right, now, to get the other distillation tower. And this should be comparatively simpler. I just need the input hatch, 5 output hatches, and the 2 energy hatches, and a ton of steel casings. I'm not entirely sure how many of these steel casings I'm gonna need. I guess I can try and count. I think I need 41, so I'm gonna need a bunch more of these rods. So I need 22 casings, and then 126 steel plates. That's actually not gonna take very long because the new bender is insane. So there we go. 42 steel casings. Okay, I'm gonna be waiting on this Enderium for a bit to get the wires, but otherwise, I think I've got everything that I need to get started. I think first I'm gonna need to move this electrolyzer, just to give myself a bit more space. I'll move it to there. Now, I'm gonna put the distillation tower right next to the first one. I can put the energy hatches there, so that they still take the same Enderium. And then I'll have all of these output hatches towering to the sky, and I'll put the input hatch around the back, because that's where the gas is coming in from. And now just build up the rest of the shape. There we go. Then back here, I'll get the chemical reactor. I don't know how much it matters where it goes. Put it there. And then I'm gonna need to bring this aluminum wire all the way around to here to connect in with that. And then I decided to just bring another energy converter, because I've got plenty of spares, and connect that up, because I'm just a little worried that the cracker's putting a bit more strain than it should on the power. So if I add a bit more there, maybe it works. I think just for safety I'm going to disconnect it in case that's actually not a good thing to do, to have 2 of these into the one power line. Then I need the output of here going straight into the distillation tower, and I need to be importing all of the hydrogen and sulfuric gas. And I can just cable that in like that. So now, instead of importing all of the sulfuric gas, I will instead just pipe it all the way around here. And yes, the top is left open. Right, this isn't the cleanest cabling I've done, but it works. So, all of the gas that I get out of the main distillery goes in here to get desulfurized, and I did not want hydrogen sulfide in there. I need an import bus for the hydrogen sulfide around here. So refinery gas goes in there, and that gets distilled into the butane, the propane, the ethane, the methane, and the helium. And then I just need a ton of import buses to get all of that. And I didn't actually need any more Enderium. So I need 4 more import buses, and then they just go on all of these phases and connect back in. Okay. And I highly doubt I have enough channels for this, but I do, apparently. I'm using 21 channels for this entire setup. Okay. Playing on ×4 is a hell of a drug. But that should be this entire system done. So I now have the cracker in here to more efficiently convert my residual light fuel into, or heavy fuel into light fuel. And I have a second distillation tower turning my refinery gas into a bunch of useful byproducts. Doesn't seem to be working all the time though. Might be putting a bit of a strain on this energy converter. But now I'm getting helium, and I don't think there's much of a better way to get helium. Maybe extracting from monazite? Well, I guess you still get rare earth out of it. Not that much though. I think it's still more useful to electrolyze monazite. So now with helium, I can take a lot of my blast furnace recipes and use helium to make them quicker. Like my tungsten steel. Alright, I've been meaning to get helium for quite a while now. And this also looks like a very significant upgrade for this entire oil drilling plant. Cracker's being weird. Yeah, I'm not making enough power. Actually, it's less that I'm not making enough and more that I can't distribute enough. I'm gonna make another energy converter and just do the same thing I did with the lumium. Let me see. If I just connect that in, does that fix anything? This isn't getting any power. What if I disconnect it? Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm just running out of power. Not power distribution. That's because I'm running my blast furnaces right now. Hang on, I'm just going to burn through the fuel a bit quicker even if it's more inefficient. Just generate that power. And now I can try seeing if this changes anything. I think it did for a little bit, I'm just still not generating enough power. I need more transfer. Okay, I think I might finally be generating enough power to reach my maximum. Nothing seems to be running low. I really just need a better fuel source. Okay, I'm not at 100% output. That means I'm generating more than I'm consuming. Jeez, power problems are never over. I just want to see, does having this extra energy converter make a difference? Yes, it definitely did. And also, it looks like having two connectors on the same wire doesn't actually have any problems. So, I'm going to put that lumium wire back. Right, is this system self-sustainable? Why am I getting hydrogen sulfide in there? I need a blacklist hydrogen sulfide. Okay, pipe upgrade, blacklist, hydrogen sulfide. So then it won't extract hydrogen sulfide and stick it in there anymore. Okay, now the cracker has a different problem of not exporting quick enough. Because the distilleries are always full. I need better distilleries here. Because these are not quick enough to keep up with the cracker. I feel like a lot of this is a problem to solve on my own. I've been doing enough around here. Okay, well, that is some very good work to get done here. And I still have time, so what else can I do? I was thinking maybe I'd go down the platinum sludge line, because this has a bunch of cool stuff in it. I mean, I already have gone down it somewhat. I've already done platinum group sludge, I've already done aqua regia, I've already done nitric acid, I've already done platinum powder and platinum dust. So I could probably just trigger those quests actually. I need purified sheldonite and platinum group sludge, then nitric acid and aqua regia. And then I've probably got a bunch of these spare powders. I've got platinum sludge residue, and I can craft some platinum powder. And I guess some platinum dust as well. And that's gonna have to go through the mixture again. I'll trigger the quest for platinum powder and get the platinum dust. Then I need palladium, inert metal mixture, and rarest metal mixture. And that's just a bunch of free quests. And it probably wouldn't take much effort to complete the rest of these, but I'm probably gonna need them soon. So I'll complete these quests when I actually need the materials. For now, I think there's one more thing that I want to do. I want to make this infinity cobblestone cell, because it's really not that hard. Just need to wait on a 16k storage component. There we go. I think I can just stick it in the drive. Yeah, I have 2.1 G cobblestone. Yep. That's the size of int of cobblestone. I think that's 2 to the power 32. So a lot of stone. And then all I need to do is just export it here straight into the forge hammer. at maximum speed. So then assuming the forge hammer can actually keep up, I should now be able to fully upgrade all of these sieves. Because I have tons of these gold upgrades spare that I just couldn't put in, but now I can. I'm just going to see how that affects things. The forge hammer might not be able to keep up. That might be the difference maker here. Oh, maybe it barely can. I think it's barely able to keep up. Okay, so then maybe I can... actually, maybe I can't get these diamond upgrades yet, because that process is so much at a time. With just one diamond upgrade, it'd be consuming twice as many items, and a lot more RF per tick as well. Is there a forge hammer multi-block? Large material press. Ooh, it's a bender, compressor, forge hammer, and forming press. Nah, it's IV. Well then, maybe I can upgrade all of these to EV forge hammers, and maybe I can support the diamonds. I don't know. I'm fine on the sand, and I'm really fine on the dust. It's just the strain on converting the cobble into gravel. But then again, I don't really know how much the sieves actually need to be upgraded. I am generating so many resources as it stands. So, I think I'm happy leaving that there. But that's been the thing that I've been meaning to do for a while. And now that I have infinite cobblestone, I don't have to worry about a cobblestone generator. Right, well I think that's enough progress for this video. I'm not sure how much of this was actually progress. A lot of it was just catching up on the quests that we hadn't done yet. And just like a bunch of cleanup. But I guess we've got helium now, so that's good. And we've got the cracker to make this setup more efficient. Maybe then I can switch from refined fuel to diesel? I'd still need a lot of light fuel. So then if I can upgrade this distillery so that I can produce fast enough that the cracker can actually be useful, then maybe I can switch to diesel. And then maybe I can even use some of the ones past that. But for now I'm kind of stuck with refined fuel. Anyway, I think I'm done with this video. I've done plenty of progress here. I'm still trying to solve the ever-present problem of power generation. And maybe soon we can start filling out the rest of this tree. There's so many various fluids that I need to get. Netherrack and endstone are both reasonably soon. Actually, if I can solve my lava problems, endstone, I think that can generate helium? Maybe it was a different thing. Oh no, endstone dust makes helium gas. So that might be better than this distillation tower, but this gives a bunch of other useful things anyway. But I feel like I'm getting close to the end of EV, because depending on how useful a lot of these fluids are, probably not useful until IV. What am I even waiting on for IV? A lot of this is unlocked. I guess I could get the IV circuits, maybe. Kind of just need the HV circuit assembler. I'm closer than I think. But there's still plenty of other things to be doing in EV. And maybe even a few things from previous trees that I've missed. Who knows? There's still plenty of stuff to be getting on with soon. But I'm done with this video. I'm just rambling at this point. So I'm calling it here. Bye.